Investigative journalist Dirk Laabs has obtained a hard drive containing thousands of photos, maps and plans.
And some of them are professional soldiers, as you can see.
Wow.
The photos show men in uniform, on military-style manoeuvres.
What's this? This is in camouflage?
Yeah, this is in camouflage.
And scaling bridges.
That's training to take the bridge. Wow.
Since the Second World War, there are like compartments underneath the bridges where you can blow them up. So when the Russians are coming, you blow them up, right? And you can actually see it, yeah? So that's why they're going under it. They look like serious guys.
The men were members of a secret group of soldiers, police and civilians. The group was led by a former paratrooper and police sniper named Marco Gross. It was called Nordkreuz, Northern Cross, and in 2015 they began to mobilize for something big.
You can see a real dynamic. They're really busy. So the one thing they're doing, they're setting up digital communication. You know, they're Telegram chat groups. They're starting to look for safe houses, to be safe on a special day, to meet, to have, you know, weapons and ammunition, to maybe fight other troops. So it was really thought through. It was a military operation.
Nordkreuz had grown out of an online chat group set up to support ex-soldiers. Many met during official army or police training at a shooting range in northern Germany. But with the mass influx of refugees starting in 2015, Nordkreuz had morphed into something different. Laabs obtained private chats between alleged members of the group.
You can really see is that these guys are hardcore neo-Nazis. You know, it's a lot of racism. One meme they were sending around where you can see a soldier in the Second World War shooting hostages, and they basically imply you should do the same thing with migrants.
Many of the messages focused on preparing for something called Day X, a future day when the state collapses in chaos and the far right can step in and take control.
This is like a card that we're passing out for Day X for, you know, the soldiers, so they know where to meet. I found like very specific instructions for the Day X, where to, like military instructions, where to meet, code words, the channels they would use to communicate, the signs they would show, you know, how to pass a roadblock. And I spoke to other witnesses, and they said they had meetings where they would talk about that they will take over military units in Germany on that day.
It wasn't until 2017 that German anti-terrorism police stumbled on the existence of Nordkreuz while questioning an army reservist in a separate case. They raided the homes of several members and found tens of thousands of rounds of ammunition, Nazi memorabilia and lists of enemies.
Die Polizei und auch der Geheimdienst hat dann feststellen müssen, dass diese in hohen Anzahl Munition und möglicherweise auch Waffen aus Polizeibeständen sich angeeignet haben, dass sie Listen angelegt haben von potenziellen Anschlagopfern, diese zum Teil auch schon ausspioniert hatten, dass sie Trainings durchgeführt hatten, also Sniper-Training, Häuserkampftraining, solche Geschichten. Ja, dass es eine typische Terrorstruktur war.
Marco Gross, the alleged Nordkreuz leader, was caught with a huge stockpile of ammunition, much of which had been stolen from the police and army.
They found several 10,000 rounds of ammunition. They found weapons. They found an Uzi. They found stun grenades. They found all sorts of stuff. He was ready to fight a war, that's for sure.
But federal prosecutors did not charge him with terror offences. Instead, state prosecutors convicted him on a charge of illegal weapons possession. He received a 21-month suspended sentence and emerged to celebrate with his supporters. Dirk Laabs asked prosecutors why terrorism charges were not pursued.
That's a $1 million question. If you ask the prosecutors, they were going to tell you not enough evidence. But I talked to a lot of other prosecutors, and they said they don't get it. Here you have a guy who is looking for safe houses, who's exchanging radical, views or, in his chats, who is stealing ammunition from the police. And still you don't charge him for terrorism. Let's be crystal clear. If you have an Islamist, a jihadi, doing the same thing, he would go to jail, okay? I mean, it's just, clear as day.
Stefan Kramer, the state intelligence chief, told us prosecutors and the courts have not taken Nordkreuz and other cases like it seriously enough.
Look, it's usually not very popular for someone from one agency and security branch to criticize some other. But the fact is that if we are warning as intelligence agencies for certain threats, if the police is warning and taking executive measures to take out those threats, and then in the third branch, the justice system, judiciary system, the court system, basically belittles it, plays it down and doesn't see this threat and takes the necessary measures, hard measures, to hit the brakes basically, then our work is useless.
Vanessa Schlesier hier. Guten Tag, Herr Gross.
We tried to get Marco Gross to agree to an interview.
It's a chance to explain to us what Nordkreuz is all about.
He declined. He's told reporters in Germany the group was just prepping in case social order broke down.